In here, how do you respond to the BJP? What is your take?
Yeah, a very good morning to all my co-panelists and also to all the viewers of the News Nation and NewsX. Yeah. So thank you very much for having me on your show. I was just listening to the views of my dear friend Mr. Abhishek. So in fact, because let me tell you that the Nizam was not a foreigner. You can liberate the territory or the state only if it was ruled by a foreigner. Nizam was very much an Indian at that point of time, and he was one of the most secular, rulers of the country. And the Liberation Day is when you liberate, but except the violence in the bordering of the Eastwhile Hyderabad state, that is in Maharashtra and Karnataka side, the entire Eastwhile Hyderabad state was peaceful, and there was hardly any participation of the people in this. The Nizam, in fact, he himself on 17th of September came on Deccan radio, and then he announced the surrender of the Hyderabad army, and then allowed the Indian army to enter the Hyderabad state. So that is how, the transformation of the power, the peaceful transformation, I would say, took place. So, and then that is when the Eastwhile Hyderabad state merged with the Union of India. So these are the facts actually, and the Sundarlal committee has already documented the Operation Polo, what my dear friend was talking about. So I think there is a need for the government of India to publish and bring out the Sundarlal committee report before the people, so that every single detail of Operation Polo has been documented in that. So when there was no participation of the people, and while the Hyderabad army surrendered before the before the Indian army, and when the Indian army was allowed into the Eastwhile state of Hyderabad, the curfew was clamped and there was no participation of the people in that. So it was a very peaceful transformation. And after that, Sardar Patel flew down to Hyderabad and he shook hands with the Nizam of Hyderabad. He thanked the Nizam of Hyderabad. So this is an integration. The Nizam of Hyderabad, he thanked the Nizam of Hyderabad. So this is an integration day. The Hyderabad state was merged with the Union of India, and then thereafter, in fact, the Nizam of Hyderabad was appointed as the Raj Pramukh, and he continued the complete term with full powers, and then he was even offered the second term, which he did not accept actually, and he and after that again, in 1967, when Nizam of Hyderabad died, there was a special order passed through the Gazette, and the national flag flown half-mast. I mean, these are the facts which needs to be brought out before the people. So this is not something on which we can play the politics, but we have to bring out the facts before the people, and we should not project somebody bad in the eyes of the people. In fact, it is not that we are trying to favor Nizam, or we are trying to favor this thing. Even at that point of time, the people in fact stood in solidarity with the Union of India, and those who did not like that, the Razakars, they left the country, and they and they were the people towards the border of the Eastwhile Hyderabad, that is Bidar and Maharashtra, and the Razakar movement was led by Qasim Razvi, and those the followers of Qasim Razvi were the one who were actually fighting. It was not the Nizam army. And then that is how the Operation Polo was launched. And then those who were there, the Razakars, they left. And those who loved, they left. And those who loved our country and those who loved our motherland, they stayed back, and they are all here in our country. So I think they are the proud citizens of India, and that is how we have to celebrate this day as the integration day, as the merger day, and we should
Can I
take
comment on
pride
this,
in
please?
that. Yeah.
Right, Mr.
Yeah, so